Today in the VST Vault, the Audiority Doomagorgon. Before we start, a little disclaimer here, this plugin was given to me by Audiority, and I do have an affiliate link if you want to purchase this plugin. However, Audiority hasn't seen this video, and they had no saying in what I'm about to say, or do, or play.
The Doomagorgon by Audiority is basically a 2-channel fuzz chainsaw hybrid. On the left channel, we basically have a well-modified Boss HF2 or FZ2. And on the right channel, we have a circuitry of the Boss HM2. And we do have a couple of more options, and let's go through this. First of all, we have this awesome artwork. I think this is the aforementioned Doomagorgon. Then we have 4 controls that both channels share. We have a drive control, a master control, master volume. We have a tight control, and we do have a blend so that we can blend both different channels. On the fuzz channel, we have scoop, bass, treble. On the chainsaw channel, we have low, mid, high, on, off. For the fuzz channel, we can activate the filth mode, which basically means that the overall distortion is doubled as well as the scoop. And for the chainsaw channel, we have the red mode that exchanges the distortion circuitry of the HM2 with the red style distortion. And here we have some more controls that are also working when the pedal is deactivated. We have a mix, so we can run this whole VST in parallel. We have output gain, input gain, we have a gate, and we have a tune where we can actually tune the guitar up or down 12 steps. Okay, so let's have a look at the EQ curve. We're currently running drive 0% and full on the fuzz channel. A slight drop of volume, and here we can see the scoop. It's 1.14K, and with the master we can increase the volume. With drive also comes more volume. It also even out the signal. That's normal, I would say. Now this eye is lightning, glimming, and when we, as you can see with the blend, we can make the eyes. Okay, treble. Does treble things. Bass. So around 100, 110. Can we scoop? Yeah, kinda. Cool. Okay, and now this scoop. Here it's totally neutral, and I can really scoop the signal. And with filth mode activated, we should be able to scoop even more. And now the scoop is indeed more, but now it's shifted in frequency. That's interesting. It's way more active as well. Okay, let's leave the scoop at 50 and filth mode deactivated. Tight takes away bass. Okay, now let's head over to the chainsaw channel. Low is slightly under 100. $920. 1.2K. Okay, so we can basically have both chainsaw peaks here. Oh, no, well, let's actually leave it here. And what does thread mode do? Gives us a bit more output. Okay. So to be honest, it doesn't look like a typical HM2 EQ curve, but we do have the peaks. Okay, no need to show you mix out in gate or tune. What I can do show you is that we have a couple of factory presets. The -5, -4 means that the tune is activated. And well, you can also save user settings, etc. We have a high quality mode. And yeah, that's basically it. So now let's find out how this plugin actually sounds. So since this plugin is so versatile, I thought I will include a live review part
where I tested directly, so no pre-recorded DI. And for this purpose, I chose 3 different amps, also different from the ones you already heard. The signal chain is that simple. It's my Fangen directly into my DI box. It's a Palma passive DI. And then we go into my interface. And in Cubase, I've basically enabled a couple of different plugins. What you can see, we go to a tuner. I can actually bypass it. Then we go into the Doomagorgon. Then we have 3 different amps. The Ampeg SV-TVR, the Angle Savage 120, and the Diesel VH4. All from Plugin Alliance. And from there, we go into Nadir. Nadir is on a different channel, so you don't see it. And there I've enabled the Jens Bogren Greasy Beard IR. So on all those amps, the recording chain is disabled. So first of all, let's start with the Ampeg. And well, we dial in a cleanish sound, clean-ish. Well, actually, why not use this? So, Doomagorgon. Let's find out how it turns out. Not the most gain in the world, but we're playing into a dead, straight, clean amp. So let me actually turn it. Let's use another amp. Now we're going for the Savage. So I'm going for a really low gainish sound, and let's see what the Doomagorgon can do. Nice! And now the last amp, let's enable the Diesel VH4. Okay, let's go with this sound. It's well, still low gain in my opinion, but a bit more high gain than the sound on the album. Doomagorgon action. So most of you should know that I actually always thought I dislike fuzz sounds, but after I tried out more and more fuzz pedals, I actually quite get fond of the sound, especially what it makes in front of slightly driven amps. And since the Doomagorgon is a kind of a fuzz plugin combined with a HM2 plugin, well, it was worth a try. And I do have to say, on the one hand, it highly depends on the amp plugin you're using. And I highly prefer it into low gainish amps, maybe medium gain amps, but there it really shines. I especially like both the filth mode and the red mode enabled, and you could see how I typically tweaked the Doomagorgon. I first went with the Fuzz channel, dialed it in, and then I switched over to the chainsaw channel. Basically did a chainsaw, because that's what I like, and then blended, turned back to the Fuzz and then blended the chainsaw slightly in. And this gave me some huge tones and really, really huge sounds. You do have to be careful on the initial audio playthrough with some different plugins. The sound was kind of weak, and that's due to the input gain being too low. I actually increased it a bit, and then it was better, but I don't think this plugin is, at least in the low gain settings, is good for single note riffs. It really shines when you play chords, and there it gets filthy, it gets disgusting, it gets awesome. And yeah, I really like the versatility you have, especially when you again use filth or red note. You get to truly unique sounds and very distinguished sounds. The other knobs are the low knobs especially. I think the plugin has a huge amount of bass, and the tight control is very aggressive. The low control and the bass control, however, aren't somehow, and the scoop control is only, well, at least to my ears, only really of use when you turn on the filth mode, because then it doubles the range, and then you get some awesome sounds. And if it's off, but this depends on my kind of taste of sound. It doesn't really matter where you put it, maybe on the extreme settings. We do have enough gain. We do have lots of flavors to choose. We do have an interesting options that I haven't even used in this review. We do have a mix control where we can basically use the whole plugin in parallel. So we do have 3 parallel sounds: the dry signal, the chainsaw, and the fuzz. And what we also have, a nice gate. I always like the gates Audiority uses. And we do have a tune option where you can tune up or down an octave, and that's helpful. You can, with the mix knob, you can also blend this in parallel, so you get some, basically octave fuzz sounds. And I haven't played with it, but it's just useful. You can tune the guitar down or up by a simple click of a button, and that's cool, especially for recordings where you want to try out different stuff. And yeah, you can basically just unclick and another tuning. That's cool. So all in all, I highly recommend this pedal if you don't just want an chainsaw sound, but you do want an HM2 sound, and you also want a fuzz sound combined in a plugin. Easy to use. What can I say? Good job. So if you want to purchase this plugin, I have a link down below in the comment section. Would be really helpful if you purchased from this link. And yeah, let me know, what do you think about this plugin? And with what amp simulations do you want me to try this out even more? I mean, 6? I could do more. Just let me know down in the comment section. And as always, if you want to support this channel, again, check out the links in the description, or you might want to consider becoming a YouTube member for exclusive videos every once in a while and some early access to videos. Well, and with this being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. May the power protect you, and have a nice day.